as she extends them and slows. An effect so small, so minuscule that it sounds like science fiction. But before concrete battery kawai fimultas relational deadline. The dam stands, a century west of our world and the profound power of human endeavor.
Imagine a force so immense, so profound, that it subtly alters the very fabric of our world. Not an asteroid. Not a distant star. But something built by human hands. A colossal undertaking, designed to harness nature's raw power. Yet, in its creation, it nudged something ancient, something fundamental. It shifted Earth itself. A whisper in the planet's perpetual spin. Barely perceptible, yet undeniably real. A testament to ambition. To the unintended consequences of truly monumental endeavors. How could such a thing be possible? For millennia, the great rivers of the world have carved their paths, shaping continents, dictating the rise and fall of civilizations. Among them, the Yangtze, China's arterial lifeline. A force of nature, both provider and destroyer. Its floods, legendary. Its potential, boundless. To harness it? An age-old dream. To tame its fury, to bend its might for progress. A vision of control. Of power. But such ambitions come with a cost. A scale beyond comprehension. A project that would redefine what a massive truly means. The idea was not new. For centuries, engineers and emperors alike had contemplated monumental projects along the Yangtze. To control the floods that devastated millions. To generate power for a burgeoning nation. But always, the sheer scale of the challenge seemed insurmountable. The river, too vast. The terrain, too formidable. Until modern technology, and an unwavering national will, converged. To build not just a dam, but a symbol. A colossus. What forces, then, were truly set in motion, once that dream began to take physical form? In the heart of Hubei province, nestled between the dramatic cliffs of the Three Gorges, the chosen site emerged. Yichang, a city that would become the epicenter of an engineering endeavor unlike any other. This was where the mighty Yangtze would be contained. Where its power would be concentrated, then released. A strategic location, demanding unprecedented solutions. How do you prepare a landscape, an entire region, for a structure that would span nearly 2.5 kilometers across a turbulent river, and rise to nearly 185 meters? The name itself evokes images of natural grandeur, Chutang, Wu, and Shiling. Three magnificent gorges, each with its own character, carved by millennia of the Yangtze's relentless flow. These would be forever altered. Submerged. Transformed. The dam would stand as a monument, but also as a tomb for ancient landscapes. What sacrifice, then, is truly demanded when humanity seeks to master such a powerful natural phenomenon? And what new forces, both seen and unseen, does such mastery unleash? 1994, the year the ground trembled not from nature, but from the relentless march of human ambition. Construction began on the Three Gorges Dam. A project of staggering complexity, requiring solutions never before attempted on this scale. Imagine the logistical nightmare. The sheer volume of materials. The millions of hands. A dance between heavy machinery and human will, all driven by a singular purpose, to build the largest hydroelectric dam the world had ever seen. What does it take to truly move mountains? To withstand the immense pressure of the Yangtze, the dam required a foundation of unprecedented solidity. Concrete. Millions upon millions of cubic meters. Each batch, meticulously mixed, precisely poured. This wasn't merely construction, it was the deliberate creation of a new geological feature. A man-made mountain range, inverted, holding back an inland sea. How much material, how much sheer mass, does it take to permanently alter a landscape, and perhaps, something even more fundamental? Beneath the concrete skin, a skeleton of steel provided the unyielding strength. 463,000 tons. a quantity so vast it's difficult to visualize. Imagine the Eiffel Tower, a symbol of industrial might, replicated dozens of times over. All of it integrated into this single structure. Each beam, each rebar, contributing to a colossal, rigid mass. This wasn't just a barrier, it was a behemoth. A new anchor point on the planet's surface. What kind of forces, then, can such an anchor exert, even on the Earth itself? Before concrete and steel could define its form, the Earth itself had to be moved. 102.6 million cubic meters of earth and rock. Scooped, blasted, shifted. The sheer volume of displaced material hints at the scale of the alteration. Not just a riverbed changed, but entire hillsides, valleys, realigned. This project wasn't built on the land, it fundamentally reshaped the land. A redistribution of planetary mass, layer by layer, on a scale previously unknown in human history. What happens when we play with such fundamental elements? The physical construction was immense, but the human dimension was perhaps even more profound. Over 1.3 million people. Their homes. Their ancestral lands. Submerged. Displaced. Villages, towns, even cities, wiped from the map. A mass migration enforced by progress. The sacrifice of individual lives, of entire communities, for a national dream. This was the true, visceral cost. An entire way of life, uprooted. What does it mean for a society when a single project demands such a profound human toll? As the waters began to rise, a world disappeared beneath the surface. 13 cities, 140 towns, 1,350 villages. A mosaic of human history, culture, and daily life, erased. Ancient temples, historical sites, fertile farmlands, all swallowed by the expanding reservoir. The Yangtze, once a river of flowing scenery, became a vast, still lake. An entirely new coastline. A new geography. But what truly vanished, beyond the physical structures? And what subtle, invisible consequences would this immense new body of water bring? Bit by bit, the reservoir began to fill. A slow, inexorable process. The immense volume of the Yangtze now held captive. A staggering amount of water. Its weight, a new force pressing down upon the Earth's crust. As the water level climbed, it didn't just fill a valley, it redistributed an unimaginable mass. It pressed down. It pushed out. The scale of this new, artificial lake was truly unprecedented. What could such a colossal body of water, introduced into a new location, possibly affect? The Three Gorges Reservoir stretches for an astonishing 600 kilometers. Imagine a body of water long enough to connect major cities, yet entirely man-made. This is not just a lake, it is a profound geographical feature, a monument to human intervention. Its surface, reflecting the sky. Its depths, hiding what once was. This vast expanse of water, billions of tons, now rested in a place it never existed before. What does such a massive shift in weight, on such an immense scale, truly imply for the planet? At its fullest, the reservoir holds an incredible 39.3 cubic kilometers of water. To put that into perspective, that's 39.3 billion tons. A weight unimaginable. This is not static, it's a dynamic, ever-present force. And crucially, much of this mass was moved from below sea level, where it originally flowed, to higher elevations within the reservoir. A monumental shift. This redistribution of mass, on such a colossal scale, raises a provocative question: could such a change in weight distribution impact something as fundamental as the Earth itself? But the dam's primary purpose was energy. Hydroelectric power. Clean, renewable. The engineering brilliance within its walls is astounding. Turbines of unprecedented scale, designed to capture the immense power of the falling water. 32 main turbines, each a colossal engine, turning the force of the river into electricity. two smaller generators. A total generating capacity that dwarfs nearly all others. What does it take to create such a symphony of power, capable of illuminating millions of homes? Each of the 32 main turbines boasts a capacity of 700 megawatts. Imagine that power. Enough to sustain entire cities. These aren't just machines, they are precision-engineered giants, working in unison. The sheer scale of their operation, the continuous roar of harnessed water, is a testament to humanity's ambition. Together, with two smaller 50-megawatt generators, they achieve a staggering total capacity. How much energy can be extracted from a river, and what other energies, then, might be inadvertently set free? The combined might of all these generators results in an installed capacity of 22,500 megawatts. This makes the Three Gorges Dam the world's largest hydroelectric power station. A monumental achievement. A symbol of engineering prowess. It generates a significant portion of China's electricity, fueling its growth, sustaining its populace. But beneath the hum of such incredible power, there lies a deeper truth. A scientific curiosity, sparked by the very act of moving so much material, so much water. A hidden dance with the planet itself. The journey from vision to reality was long and arduous. Main body construction concluded in 2006. The final generators came online in 2012. Nearly 2 decades of relentless effort. Of human perseverance against natural challenges. The project, officially costing around $37 billion, though some estimates suggest higher, was a commitment on an epic scale. What kind of legacy, then, does such a titanic undertaking leave behind, both in its tangible benefits and its subtle, scientific footnotes? Our planet, a colossal spinning top, has maintained its rotation for billions of years. A fundamental rhythm. A constant. This spin dictates our days, our nights, our very sense of time. But what if this rhythm could be altered? Not by cosmic forces, but by something more intimate. Something from within. The Earth's rotation isn't immutable. It's subject to the laws of physics, to the distribution of its mass. And here lies the crux of our mystery. What happens when humanity, unknowingly, shifts the delicate balance? Central to understanding this mystery is a concept called moment of inertia. Imagine an ice skater spinning. As she pulls her arms in, her spin accelerates. As she extends them, it slows. Her total angular momentum remains constant, but how her mass is distributed changes her rotation. The same principle, on a vastly grander scale, applies to Earth. Its rotation speed is deeply tied to how its mass is distributed around its axis. What then could be the planetary equivalent of an ice skater's outstretched arms? The Three Gorges Dam didn't just build a wall, it created a gigantic reservoir. It lifted billions of tons of water from lower elevations to higher ones. From the riverbed, closer to Earth's rotational axis, to a vast lake, further away. This is the crucial detail. Mass was moved. Reallocated. Not just within the dam's footprint, but across a significant portion of the Earth's surface. What could such an unprecedented relocation of mass mean for the planet's delicate, rotational equilibrium? When mass is shifted towards the poles, a spinning object tends to speed up. When mass is shifted towards the equator, it tends to slow down. The Three Gorges Reservoir, by its very location and mass, pushed a significant amount of water from a lower latitude to a slightly higher one, but also increased the effective radius of Earth's mass distribution around the equator. This subtle effect, combined with the sheer weight, caused a minute change. A barely measurable, yet scientifically profound, consequence. What was this tiny, imperceptible shift? Scientists, observing our planet with exquisite precision, noted something intriguing. The massive redistribution of water, moving billions of tons of mass, had an effect. It caused a slight flattening of Earth at the poles. And a corresponding, almost imperceptible, bulging at the equator. This wasn't merely a shift in weight, it was a deformation. A minute reshaping of our planet's very form. What does it mean when human ambition can quite literally, if infinitesimally, reshape the Earth itself? This reshaping, this subtle alteration of Earth's moment of inertia, created a planetary ripple. An effect so small, so minuscule, that it sounds like science fiction. But the physics are undeniable. Moving such a colossal mass of water, relocating it to a new position relative to Earth's rotational axis, had to have an effect. The question wasn't if, but how much? And the answer, when it came, was truly astonishing. A testament to the delicate balance of our world, and the profound power of human endeavor. To detect such an effect requires tools of incredible sensitivity. Satellite measurements. Gravitational anomaly detection. Years of meticulous data analysis by geophysicists and astronomers. They monitor Earth's rotation with extraordinary precision, constantly looking for minute deviations. What they found, nestled within the noise of natural variations, was a signal. A human signal. Proof that our largest creations can indeed leave their mark not just on landscapes, but on the fundamental movements of the globe. And so, the answer to our mystery. The colossal mass of the Three Gorges Reservoir, a staggering 39.3 billion tons of water, redistributed across the Yangtze Valley, did indeed change Earth's moment of inertia. By shifting so much mass away from the planet's axis, it had the same effect as our ice skater extending her arms. The result? Our planet, this spinning top we call home, slowed down. An imperceptible change. Yet, a real one. A fact that truly stretches the imagination. How much did it slow? By an almost impossibly tiny amount. Just 0.06 microseconds. That's 600 thousandths of a second. A fraction of a blink. An amount so minute, it has no practical consequence for our daily lives, for navigation, or for timekeeping. You wouldn't notice it. But scientifically, it is monumental. It is a profound demonstration of the universal laws of physics. That even on the grandest scale, every action has a reaction. Every mass, a gravitational pull. Every shift, a subtle change. While undetectable in our everyday experience, this tiny shift is a fascinating data point for geodesy. The science of Earth's shape, gravity, and rotation. It helps scientists refine their models of planetary dynamics. It adds another layer of complexity, another variable, to our understanding of how our world truly works. The Three Gorges Dam, therefore, isn't just an engineering marvel, it's an unprecedented planetary experiment. A testament to the power of observation and the enduring quest for knowledge. The Three Gorges Dam stands as a potent symbol of human ingenuity, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of progress. It brought power, flood control, and navigation benefits to a vast population. But it also came at an immense human and environmental cost. And now, we know, it left its mark even on the rotation of our planet. A reminder that our creations, however magnificent, however beneficial, are never truly isolated. They are woven into the intricate, interconnected tapestry of Earth. From the relocation of over 1 million people, to the reshaping of a 600-kilometer valley, to the construction of a concrete and steel leviathan, the scale of the Three Gorges Dam project is truly breathtaking. It encapsulates both the triumphs and the cautionary tales of human ambition. It is a monument that speaks to our capacity to alter the planet, sometimes in ways we never fully anticipate. What other subtle shifts, then, are we unknowingly orchestrating across our interconnected world? The story of the Three Gorges Dam is not just about concrete and turbines. It's a narrative of displacement, of power generation, and of a subtle, yet profound, scientific interaction with our home planet. It challenges our perception of what's possible and what's truly at stake. As we continue to push the boundaries of engineering, what further secrets might the Earth reveal about our indelible mark? The dam stands, a sentinel, whispering of the delicate balance of our world and of our place within it.
An effect so small, so minuscule, that in physics is science fiction. It helps scientists find within their models of planetary dynamics. This wasn't merely a shift in weight. Imagine a force so immense, so profound, that it subtly alters the very fabric of our world. Not an asteroid, not a distant star. A testament to ambition.